First, like to tell the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Mr. Sadanand Gowda, how do you know it's not true? Who has told you it's not true? Why should we believe you and not believe Jayamma? Why do you walk away and not show any interest in cases of individuals? That too, Mr. Chief Minister, is your indifference, and your indifference as well. Kiran Bedi is a former IPS officer, of course, a core member of Team Anna, one of India's top-ranked policemen. Tehseen Poonawalla is a political analyst and columnist from Pune. Rajesh Kalra is chief editor at Times Internet. Ranjana Kumari is director at Center of Social Research. Kiran Bedi, we received an overwhelming response to the coverage of when we were covering this the case of Mahi. And I find that in the years between 2006 and 2012, when the story of Prince was being covered, a lot of people said, why do you want to focus on individual cases? Now I find that people are genuinely angry and they want the system to become less indifferent towards the common man, towards the Aam Aadmi. Tell me, what is the first place to start? How do we start a campaign to end government indifference?
Remember, we were talking about Arnav's citizen charter to be part of the Jan Lokpal bill? That was exactly it. Time-bound every service. So that, and if the service is not delivered, penalize the head of the department.
Absolutely.
And that fine goes back to the victim. Remember, the whole agitation was in citizen charter. And look what they did. Parliament passed a resolution, it gone back to it. Prime Minister's written letter to Anna, gone back to it. Who do you trust anymore in this country? Parliament resolution, gone back. Letter of the Prime Minister to Anna Hazare, signed letter, read out on Ramlila grounds, gone back. You can no more trust anybody assuring you anything in government today. That bad is the situation.
Yeah, but we've got to change it. Ranjana Kumari, we've got to change it at some level, right? So that this story, for example, of a 75-year-old woman who is demanding a right of 400 rupee pension. There's so many cases like these, and I don't know if you saw that, but did you see the Chief Minister walk away? I want to play that footage again if possible. Completely dismissive and saying, some media channels, they have made it a habit of pointing out cases like this. I mean, he's embarrassed, but he doesn't want to admit it. So Ranjana Kumari, how do we embarrass indifferent authorities and an indifferent government even more? How do we embarrass them more?
Arnav, increasingly poor is getting discounted from the system, and that is why for a chief minister a poor woman doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
Because they have not been able to set a system of accountability at any level of governance at the moment, and that is what is lacking in the system. I think it is important to create the values of concern and cooperation, and when you say service, it is service for the people, but that whole thing is lost, and the crisis is, Arnav, because we have lost the values of the freedom movement, what we inherited from the people who really tried to create these systems in place, and the new value is money. If you pay, if there is corrupt practices, if you can make some money out of somebody, then you will deliver. If you can't make money out of somebody, you will not deliver. So that is the problem at the moment, and if that is weeded out from the system, then certainly people are going to deliver. Another thing is that people who do good job, people who are able to deliver to, and people who are concerned are not at all given any kind of credibility. Instead, normally they will be transferred. Normally they will be punished for doing good job because all the others around them are not doing a good job. So I think people who in the bureaucracy at different levels have to create a new value system in which they are more concerned and more cooperative and more socially engaged, because this 400 rupees would have been just one-time meal for one of those people sitting across the table. For this woman, it is this whole month that she will survive on those 400 rupees. This feeling has to come in. Somewhere people have to feel for poor, feel for the people who are sleeping on the roadside, feel for the people who will be able to get their 2 meals, their children will be able to get the health services, whatever. I think it's not only the bureaucracy, it is the police, it is the doctors, it is everywhere you see that there is indifference at the moment.
I think these politicians simply do a cost benefit sort of calculation. and these bureaucrats. They say, does this person matter? Can this person do anything? You know, can this person go to a higher authority? Is this person connected to a politician? Can he get a higher up to call me and put pressure? Right, Rajesh? And if that person cannot, and if the person also doesn't have money to pay you a bribe, then that person is made to feel completely worthless. I mean, there are so many cases like these. But I found it amazing how the Chief Minister did not even stop and take a question. Rajesh, I don't know if you saw that.
No, I saw that. In fact, I want to add not just Sadanand, if you saw your coverage of Mahi's rescue, your channel, we interviewed him twice, the Haryana Chief Minister, and I wrote about it in my blog, how the disdain with which he just dismissed the whole thing, as if, why are you bothering me? It's something which keeps happening all the time.
Absolutely. Why are you making a big deal of it?
Why are you bothered?
Why are you making a big deal of it?
And if I wrote about it, and these guys must realize that the response to the blog has been so immense, and almost everybody seems to have noticed that this guy was dismissive of a child whose rescue was being, was being undertaken, and the child who ultimately did not survive.
So Tehseen Poonawalla,
and
who came on news 3-4 days back, he seemed to put the problem on society, put the blame on society, and I can't accept that. I don't think the problem is society. I don't think the problem is the people. That is the argument, Tehseen, that is put by people to put the blame back on people like Jayamma to say, you see, you are society. You're corrupt. The people who are taking the bribes are only a manifestation of the overall corruption. I mean, that is the most outdated argument, Tehseen. I think it's time for you to evaluate that argument of yours again, isn't it?
Arnab, I'm not here to defend the government, but I was hearing Kiran Bedi in amusement. Your story started with the Karnataka Chief Minister, which is a BJP-ruled government. Kiran Bedi took potshots on the Prime Minister, despite the fact that there has been the BJP backstabbing them in their own RSS-sponsored rally at Jantar Mantar and then in Parliament doing a double face. But the likes of Kiran Bedi and team will never target that. But I'm not here to defend any politician. What I am trying to say is the maxim is, if you don't give, they cannot take. Arnab, give me a minute.
I don't think she made it political. Did she? No, one second. Let her reply. I don't think she made it political.
She did make it. She only targeted the Prime Minister. She hasn't spoken about the BJP.
Can we stop making everything political, please, Tehseen? No, we're not making it political. I don't care whether it's JDU, BJP, Congress, left.
So I am moving on from that.
I'm talking about the problem in the system. I mean, for God's sake, Tehseen, we cannot politicize everything, right?
I'm moving on from that.
We cannot politicize everything.
Exactly, but it was Kiran Bedi who politicized it. I'm moving on from that. Moving on, the maximum is if you don't give, they can't take. However,
Kiran Bedi is talking about indifference. I don't think indifference has any political color. 1 second, Kiran Bedi has the right to rebut herself. Did you justify indifference by saying... 1 second, Tehseen, please. Let's not derail this.
Arnab?
Yes, Kiran Bedi, please.
Arnab, the entire parliament has gone back on it. The entire parliament went back on its resolution on citizen charter. The parliament includes all political parties. That's what I said. The parliament also and the Prime Minister's letter also. This is what I mentioned. The parliament includes the BJP. Parliament includes JDU. Parliament includes the left. All.
Kiran, in your RSS-sponsored rallies, Arun Jaitley comes and makes one statement. In Parliament, the BJP does a vote face. You blame the Prime Minister for it.
No, 1 second, Tehseen. Are you trying to... 1 second.
So, no, I'm not defending the Congress. I am defending...
Why are you digressing? Why are you digressing?
Why
this is a classical...
I want to move on.
No, Ranjana Kumari... No, I tell you one thing.
Yes, I tell you one thing,
Tehseen. One second, Tehseen.
How can he justify... Yes, I want to ask him a question. How can he justify the behavior of a chief minister of the state, whatever statement he's trying to make and trying to just say about Kiran Bedi, what is his stand on this chief minister trying to rebuke, trying to just show such an indifference for 400 rupees to be given to this poor woman? How do you justify such a behavior? How can people's representative, sitting as chief minister, who's supposed to set his system right, he's supposed to deliver good governance, he's supposed to look after his people. How can you talk like that about, how are you justifying that? Why don't you answer that question? Because people like you and so many people like these are the ones who are trying to deflect from the issue and not trying to create a system in which we can be accountable.
Can I answer that? Can I answer that, ma'am? It's a
Yes,
two-way
please do.
conversation. Yes.
Yes.
I do not justify the Chief Minister. One single death, one single person sleeping hungry is a shame on this country. This country is an aspiring superpower. We, the youngsters, are the future of this country. It is shameful that our women don't have toilets. It is of gross, we are ashamed of this. But the fact remains, it takes two to tango. But the fact remains, there is public indifferences. No, Arnab, let me give a balanced perspective. There is a Supreme Court judgment which says tinted glasses should not be allowed on cars. Yet it is the citizens who don't remove the glasses.
Stop blaming the citizen. This is the kind of argument that is put out. You see, when Suresh Kalmadi carries out a scam, Tehseen Poonawalla, there are people who will come out and say Suresh Kalmadi is probably corrupt because society made him corrupt. I mean, that is a ridiculous argument. You put the blame on Jayamma and you don't blame Suresh Kalmadi. You see, that is a ridiculous argument. The citizens of this country have had enough of that argument.
I am not the spokesperson for Suresh Kalmadi.
The question is what Kiran Bedi said. And Kiran Bedi is right. Isn't she, Rajesh Kalra, that if you had a citizens' charter, if you could say today, if Jayamma could go back and say that, you know what, I have the law on my side and you don't give me my pension and I will go and act as per the citizens' charter. I mean, you know, she has a point there, Rajesh, doesn't she? Rajesh Kalra, please.
No, I completely agree. Where do you see this? Because see, in this country, if you are poor, you don't have a voice. And all those people who come and say that the society, we are the same people and this and that, if you really look at it, all those people who give us lectures, they are those people who never actually abide by those very lectures which they give others. How many of us who come and give lectures here, who would go and get into debates, have actually stood in a queue for a passport or a driving license? Not too many of us. So, Citizen Charter would work only if we genuinely start giving some strength and empowering the poor man and the common man of this country. And I don't see that happening at all. In fact, if anything, things are getting worse.
Yeah, and one thing, you know, while we take pro-Anna and anti-Anna kind of positions, because nowadays it's also, you know, are you pro-Anna, are you anti-Anna? I think one also needs to look at the issues that were raised. Now, one of those issues, which what Kiran Bedi says is a valid issue, there's not a pro-Anna, anti-Anna issue. One may or may not like Team Anna, but if the point they have raised has some validity, I think it's time to talk about it. So, Kiran Bedi...
We always should talk about an issue which is very important.
Yes.
You know, and we should not look at individuals. It's an issue
Forget
and
the
there are issues which
involved.
are troubling us. Corruption is definitely a big issue, and if anybody raises it seriously, you know, we should give him full support.
Kiran Bedi, you see, for us, that borewell into which Mahi died, she fell and died, was a symbol of indifference, is it not? Because someone was responsible for covering it up and they didn't do their job.
Absolutely, Arnab. Today, in every job, it is more personal security rather than service. It's serving the VIPs for survival. Common man matters nothing. Ranjana is right. Common man is weak. There is no social audit. There is no mandatory citizen charter. There is nobody mandating violation of a citizen charter to be punished. The head of department suffers no liability. So unless all these things prevail, you will continue to have these problems. So citizen charter is a solution, and that's what I said, that all our parliament passing unanimous resolution went back on it, which includes all political parties. Are they serious about providing service to a common man? They're only interested in getting the vote out of a common man, not giving the service at all. And our bureaucracy is letting us down because they're only serving the VIPs, barring exceptions. Yes. They are only looking for VIPs who promote them, who give them increments and give them all privileges. And so that is our problem today.
And so Kiran Bedi, Ranjana Kumari, even Tehseen Poonawalla and Rajesh Kalra, I would like you all, you know, to also join, because we are fully on this, and we will have story after story, expose after expose on our End the Indifference campaign, and we are asking you, so if you know stories, and wherever you're watching News Hour tonight, if you know a story, if you have proof.
Before you close, please, I have just...
Please write in there. Yes, Ranjana Kumari, coming to you. Please write in. That is the Gmail address. We want to hear from you.
Yes, Arnab, about your campaign and about all of us joining your campaign, about the borewell, let MLAs ensure that every area that they represent, they have the money, they can just get the survey done by the political workers and get them all covered. I think this should be accountability and responsibility of the MLAs of that area.
Absolutely.
And hold them responsible, because they are the ones who go and get the
I'm
vote.
with you.
And these children are dying and they have a budget for that. So I have a suggestion, and please put that on the table so at least that problem we can solve immediately with some kind of a urgency.
A more sympathetic attitude, a more compassionate attitude doesn't cost anything. That point I'd like to make. And I think that Karnataka Chief Minister should be the first person to now pick up the case of Jayamma, make it an example. Stop blaming the media for everything. Stop just, targeting the media for putting out stories bringing out the issues which the government should have itself, dealt with so far. There's no point being defensive. That's not the right response. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. That's it on News Hour Tonight. Completely over time. And I look forward once again to seeing you tomorrow with the big stories and the relevant debate. Good night for tonight. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.